Yo, what's up guys? This is Animal. Today's video is going to be a little bit venting some frustration. I love Destiny. I love Trials. I love video games. I play video games as a pastime. And a hope of a gaming job eventually. Future. You know what I mean? Like, content creation. I love video games. And some people say, oh, you only play Destiny. No, I play other things too. I really play other things. You don't see it much on the channel. Some of those clips I don't upload because they don't really generate that much views. So I spend more time working on Destiny stuff. I've been starting to upload some other things here and there, like Resident Evil 8's Village demo lately, and I'm planning to start uploading other things too. I've been playing a lot of Apex lately, considering how PvP in Destiny is treated. People are going to be like, what do you mean? Well, Trials this weekend is damn near impossible to play. If you're not Revenant or Behemoth or Chaos, it's damn near impossible to play. If you're not triple stacking, it's damn near impossible to play. They buffed Shadebinder lately, and it doesn't even appear like it got buffed. Me and my buddy here, we're playing No Orb and Stormcaller because we're just trying to have fun. You know? Stasis is so dominant right now that it's actually ruining Destiny. Even after nerfs, it's still considerably the most dominant subclass in the game. It would need to be nerfed into the ground and then rebuilt slowly. Now, I don't know if Bungie's going to do this because it's their main selling point of Beyond Light. And man, I worked in business too. I understand how it works. And I don't blame Bungie. You know, they want to make sure that the main selling point of Beyond Light, you know, is it looks strong, it looks menacing, you know, and it's dominate over other subclass because you want people to want to buy, right? Like it's nothing personal, it's nothing mean. It's just, you know, just the way it is. But it's to a point where, at what cost? Player base is leaving. And yes, some people will say, nah, there's still people playing. Yes, there will always be people playing Destiny. My god, people, stop using that excuse. There's gonna be people coming in and coming out of this game non-stop for the next how many years? There will always be. People love playing Destiny. The gameplay of Destiny is probably the best first-person shooter. I'm so sick of shurikens, man. Slow, and 90% of my games this weekend were against Revenants and Behemoths. It's brutal. But anyways, people love this gameplay. Destiny's gameplay as a shooter is probably the best on the market. The feel of the first-person shooter is amazing. But right now, it is overshadowed by ability spam. And as you can see, Revenant, they can ability spam like craziness. I'm talking craziness. You can shuriken somebody, then go right beside them, and before you kill them, you back risk out of a bad situation, and you re-get your fucking, like, melees. It's ridiculous. It's so broke. Like, my buddy played on Revenant this weekend. He was saying, man, this class has not been nerfed. And some people will say, yes, you can't freeze people anymore. Slow is worse than freeze. Imagine being not able to move for 4 to 5 seconds and depending the stack of fucking slow. And not being able to aim, look, jump, blink, melee. You can't do shit. Freeze, like, oh, Warlocks and Snowball freeze. Yeah, for 1 second, man. Shut up. Behemoth, you can get out of damage by just swinging. You know, your super still lasts forever. And imagine, it's nerfed. It's nerfed, and it's still most played Titan subclass in the entire game because of movement speed. A shooter, the class that's going to be the most dominant in the first-person shooter, and this, I'm not super old, guys, but I've been playing first-person shooter since Doom 3D on fucking PC from the 90s. I played first-person shooters forever. And one thing that's always been the most dominant factor in a first-person shooter is movement. It's movement. How you move around the game is king. So mobility is gonna be a huge factor in that. So right now you got Tatri Dawn. That's probably one of the best movement ability in the game. It's the only class on Warlock that can move that way. So if you're not playing Tatri Dawn, too bad, fella. Go back at the end of the line and look at this. Even if Ionic Blink out of it, still got slowed and shotgun automatically. This is the reason why people use Chaos. There's nothing else you can do, guys. Nothing else. And 90% of trials is literally Revenants, Shurikens, and Behemoths, and Chaos. That's literally what it is. Because Chaos is the one super that stops the stasis. It's literally the only thing. But I'm so sick and tired. Like, I want to play Stormcaller. I want to play Noah Warp. I want to play Devourer Voidwalker. I want to have fun again. Stop this Behemoth riding this freaking tracks there. But the game does not allow this, guys. It is super toxic right now. It's like you play one thing or you are screwed. But even playing against Arcstriders and Spectrals this weekend was a challenge just because of movement. Movement on Titan Behemoth is crazy. I'm talking crazy. And even for just the normal movement of Titan is so good with the amount of resilience you have and this and that. It's so good. Yes, some people would like to have Garrison exotic chest piece there. I think it was the name. And I wish that Titans would have it because maybe Titans would play other subclass. Because I think that right now, the reason why people use a lot of Behemoth is for clearly the movement. The super's still goddamn broke though. The fact that you can pop that super and you still have it on the other side of the freaking map is a problem. It's scary. you can't take it out with a freaking shotgun. You have to team it with everything you have or it kills the entire team. And light supers need fragments. We need fragments and aspects quick because light supers will become deserted unless you're using a one-shot super. And even then, Novo bombed a Titan Behemoth the other week and it didn't even kill it. He just swung out the other way and took all the little Axions on top of that, and I was like, what am I even trying? Why am I trying? There's no point. So it's super frustrating, and this is the reason why Trials is unplayable right now. I hope that Bungie kind of does another nerf soon to the Stasis subclass, because these Stasis subclass right now are over dominant. You just can't beat them. You have to play them, or you can't compete. And this is the reason why Trials is getting very uninteresting. And there's other reasons too, because if you go on PC, I know it's hell with the cheating. Cheating is #1 really. We need an anti-cheat big time. I'm on console and I feel for these dudes when I see people from PC moving to PlayStation and Xbox. You know that something's wrong. And here we clutched it in there. I did really bad this game, guys. Mech solidly carried me and my other buddy there, but at least at the end we pulled it out there. We got the victory in the flaws, but still. It's to a point where it doesn't, I just don't want to play it. Just don't want to play Trials anymore, and it's my favorite game mode.
Only one enemy is left.
Not necessarily for the game mode itself, but the experience of competitiveness and this and that. But using Chaos Reach 90% of my games, because that's the one super that stops this stasis stuff. And you clearly saw it. Like, I'm a Stormcaller main, and I couldn't even challenge these two revenue. Two people. In Destiny 1, I would have wiped the floor with an entire team of 6 with Stormcaller. But in D2, the Stormcallers actually balance. The problem is, it's the other subclasses. They're too strong for these light supers. It's quite frustrating to see your stats dwindling down like this because you're just playing against Revenants non-stop in Behemoth. And these 120s with the damage stasis buff, it's just damn near broken. 2 taps across the map, what's the point having a Jade Rabbit, right? Or a Sniper. Like, you can just 2 tap across the map with a hand cannon. And the problem is, people have been wanting strong primaries, and we all do. If they would have left auto rifles like they were with this hand cannon meta, we would have actually had probably a lot of fun. But they keep nerfing and then buffing another archetype, and it's not healthy for the game, because then you get used to your gun, and then literally it's no good after a month or 2, or 3 or 4. I got a God roll here, but it's no longer going to be a God roll next season, unfortunately, because they're nerfing quick draw across the board instead of just removing it from aggressive frame shotguns. You can see the frustration of the player base on Twitter and YouTube and all that kind of stuff. Bungie needs to listen to the community a lot more when it comes to these buffs and nerfs, and understand their numbers that they see sometimes. You know, they need to listen to feedback a little bit more. People have been saying it for a lot of weeks now. Like, you have an exotic worthy perk on Felwinter, you know, called Shot Package, that you had literally removed from D1 because it was broke, and you bring it back and you blame it on Quick Draw. Quick Draw is not going to fix anything. It's going to maybe slow it down a bit, but I can guarantee you, like, it's not the problem with Felwinter. And I'm a Felwinter, I like shotguns, so it tells you a bit. But honestly, they really need to fix draws quick, anti-cheat, better reward system. We should be getting rewards pretty much every game, like every round, every game you play should be getting a reward or some sort. So Bungie addresses all of this pretty soon. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video.
Fought hard.
See you guys on the next one. Leave a comment.
The next climb won't be any easier.
Answer.
Don't get lazy.
Have yourselves a good day.